Hi boys and girls. Myself and Matthew were just talking about the fact that we are very blessed when it comes to the climate of superhero films these days.
Absolutely, absolutely. This year alone, 2017, we had six superhero films this year. Six maybe. We had Logan.
Yeah.
We had Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man. We had Thor Ragnarok. Well, we've had Justice League. And we have had Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Yeah. Six good movies in my books, in our books.
Yeah.
So all the ones out there complaining, Marvel vs DC, boo-hoo, all this kak, can't have fucking blessings, my bro, because we got 6 fair movies this year.
Sure.
Like don't be ungrateful.
It's true. You know what? I'm so sick of these little squamalachis, you know, going on about, you know.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Peach.
And welcome to that movie review.
AKA TMR.
We're going to structure this review a bit differently. We're going to give you all the cons of this film first, and then we're going to give you the pros. So we're going to tell you what's kak, and then we're going to tell you what's kwai. You know, just to get to the point of it all. Number 1, this film feels rushed, as do most of the films in the DC universe. You see, it's like some fucking like CEO at DC is like, listen here, I don't care how you do it. We need to catch up to Marvel.
Yeah. We need to get there
as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And regardless, this film wasn't get made by whatever filmmaker. So it doesn't matter who helmed this film, it was still gonna feel rushed.
You can just tell this film has a very uneven tone about it, you know.
Besides the fact that it had 2 filmmakers.
And once again, and that probably ties into why the film is a bit uneven. You know, you've got 2 filmmakers finishing this off, 2 very different visionary filmmakers.
Absolutely, you've got Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon.
Which is such a weird combination.
Very weird.
Because Whedon is Marvel, Snyder is DC.
Absolutely.
And now they're in bed with each other.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely. But although it's labelled as Snyder's film.
Yes, it is. Whedon does get a writing credit on it though.
Some gaping plot holes.
Yeah. And an excessive use of CGI.
Oh yes, of course, especially with the villain.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people cacking on the villain, saying he was not that he was a cuck villain, but he looked cuck.
He wasn't that.
He wasn't that cuck. I mean, when I saw mensen saying it's too CG or some cuck, I'm like, really? Do you want some Noel there in a fucking costume?
I actually wanted that.
Really? Talking about the CGI, DJ. How cuck was that CGI on Cavill's beard?
You know what, Matthew? You know what? If they had just if they had just kept quiet about it, if they didn't have to tell us that Henry Cavill couldn't shave because he was contractually obligated to fulfill a need in another film.
Yeah.
We would have just have looked at his mouth and gone,
did that man get plastic surgery?
Yeah, exactly. Was he dichtgesyped on Weekend Smash his car and then they had to do reconstructive surgery? We would have bought that, but now
exactly. Now you know that the CGI, now you see it,
and it's very apparent.
It's very, that top lip of his, my bro, it looks funny.
It's like, what the?
And just lastly, on the negative side of things, I think this film is episodic.
Yes.
There were some parts that were cool, some parts that were not so cool.
Absolutely. The film had genuine moments of awe and splendor and intrigue, and other moments where you were just thinking to yourself, can we just
come on, hurry up,
come on.
Yeah.
No, this is cuck. Move along now, Chico, go. Now that we've dealt with what we consider to be the cons of the movie, let's move on to the pros. And there are many pros.
There are many pros.
Because this was a film that myself and Matthew came out of, we were happy with it.
Absolutely.
We were satisfied. We got our money's value. I mean,
money's worth,
you know, bang for buck, whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, that cuck.
Great chemistry. The characters in this film had awesome chemistry.
No, absolutely brilliant. And I think that's the one constant across all reviews is, while the story is a bit iffy, the characters are a fuck. I think everyone, all the new users, all the new characters that came in this film, while maybe the intros were a bit rushed or whatever, each of them had equal screen time.
Yeah.
They were all gevaarlijk.
Exactly.
Barring Batman for some odd reason.
Look, Batman, I gotta admit, all of them, Batman seemed to be calling it in just a little bit.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Not Batman, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Batfleck evangelist. Don't get me wrong.
Hey bro, I've been preaching the gospel of Affleck ever since he was announced. I was like, no, this man.
No, and Batman vs Superman really showed he is a good Batman. But they moored Batman in this movie.
You know what I think? I think Affleck's just a little bit fed up, man. I think the pressure of playing a role like Batman is
it's immense.
It's daunting.
It is immense.
I mean, think about it, right? Probably every morning at 6. Now we all know that Affleck has been in and out of rehab. He's been a bit of a bad boy in the past.
He's a stapler.
He's a stapler. He's a stapler with a career. He's a functional alcoholic. Now imagine a functional alcoholic having to get up every morning at 6 a.m.
Gym him in his mood.
Take supplements.
Remember lines.
You know, probably eating steamed broccoli
and some
chicken. And he's like thinking, fuck, I just want to get back to the old days.
I just want to sape.
I just want to sape again. Can I just sape again? It shows.
I must say, the standout performance in this film, the best thing about Justice League is fucking Superman.
That's true.
Sorry for my language, I'm sorry mommy. I just have to drive on the fact that Superman is really gevaarlijk in this film. The way he rocks up, while it is a bit weird at first, how he gets there, when he's there, my bro. You just realize that the rest of the Justice League, they just a little skomalaatjes. They were really just delaying Steppenwolf until Superman rocked up.
Yeah, they're like the Skomalaatje Deluxe team. And then once Superman rocks up, it's just, you realize, you just realize how powerful he actually is.
Oh no, but it's like when he came back, everybody, it's not really a spoiler, everybody knows Superman comes back.
Yeah, exactly, he has to come back.
And I was telling PJ this, it's like, I've made it known before that I absolutely loathe Man of Steel.
Yeah,
I hate that fucking movie.
I
hate what they did to Superman in that movie.
I couldn't stand it. I mean, no matter how many times I watch Man of Steel, it just doesn't get any better.
It doesn't get any better.
It's just frustrating every time. It's like,
yeah, it's just like, pick your fucking lip up from the floor, man. Yeah.
Oh my.
You're not some 12-year-old like me.
Gives a shit.
Anyway, Batman vs Superman, he was a little bit better, but he's Superman.
Yeah, he is.
When he comes back, he's got like this sort of benevolent sort of vibe. You know what I mean? Like he's like this.
He's wise,
like ascended. You know.
He's wizened up.
He's wizened up,
and he finally knows what he needs to do.
He knows what he needs to do. He knows who he is. Yeah. He's fucking Superman.
So rounding up the cast of the Justice League is of course the very lovely, the very talented Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
The one character I feel the DC universe has handled immaculately.
It's true. They have not botched this one up in any way.
Anyway, introducing BVS. Got our own movie in Wonder Woman, which is probably the best DC film, in my opinion.
Of the lot, yeah.
Of the lot, and just really kicking ass and taking names in Justice League.
And because they've done us so much justice by giving us our own movie and introducing her in BVS, her character is just further effectively fleshed out.
Absolutely.
In this movie.
Absolutely. Everyone's going to be talking about Ezra Miller as the Flash in here. Everybody, because he has genuinely funny moments. Some fall a bit flat, but for the most part he's funny and heroic in his own weird way.
Ezra Miller nails the Flash.
No, he does.
The Flash is brilliant, and his moments in the movie are going to garner the most laughs from you. There's no doubt.
Absolutely, especially again, I don't want to give it away, but when Superman first rocks up and he first sees the Justice League, and there's a scene between him and Flash.
There's a moment between the two of them.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You will laugh your ass off. There's no doubt about it.
Then we have Ray Fisher as Victor Stone, aka Cyborg. And I must say, going into this film, I was very indifferent to Cyborg. Not really a big fan, but this film actually made me a big fan of him. His portrayal was really cool.
It was like you bought into Cyborg.
Absolutely.
You bought into his struggle and why he's reluctant and dealing with the fact that he's a cyborg.
So while I was a bit indifferent going in, I think I really liked the character of Cyborg, and he actually plays quite an integral part in the Justice League.
Rounding up the cast of the Justice League is Jason Momoa as Aquaman. And I gotta admit, Matthew, initially when I saw the trailers, I was very skeptical.
I remember you said, why are they making Aquaman a redneck?
Yeah, I said he's coming off like an underwater redneck. But I was proven wrong. Aquaman is badass, and even if he wasn't getting that much screen time, you always took note of him. He was there.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's just because he's so
fucking big. And he's big. He's a big guy. Yeah.
Big boy, that guy. I mean, Affleck is 6'4".
Yes.
Affleck is a big guy, and this guy is taller than Affleck. So this is a big motherfucker.
Nah, he's big.
Matthew, it is that time. We once again tell the girls and boys at home what we thought.
Absolutely. Would you like to go first? Me?
I'll go first because I'm gonna be quick.
Okay.
I mean, I know you've got a speech line there somewhere. Guys, Justice League is an uneven film, it's not a perfect film, but it is a fun ride. It is an enjoyable movie. you're going to come out and you're going to think to yourself, hey, how about that?
Yeah.
7 out of 10, go check it out.
For the most part, I agree with PJ. Yes, actually, I fully agree with you. I'm also going to give it 7 out of 10 for all those points and more. I do feel it's a move in the right direction for DC. And yeah, while it does feel rushed, I do feel it does open up the world a bit more.
Oh, big time.
Guys, there is an after credit scene. There's two in fact.
So
stay till the very end
check it out.
to check it out.
So that's it this week. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on YouTube. We'll see you next week for another exciting episode of TMR.